Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Majora's Mask. As you can see, we are here in Woodfall Temple, and also if you want, remember there was a fairy out there by that one platform. There's also one in here, so they make sure to give you one. I guess it's your first dungeon, so they're trying to be nice. But anyway, of course, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff in this dungeon as Deku Link. That's kind of the how this thing kind of goes, and it's going to be that way with the rest of the temples as well, with the various masks we're going to be picking up along the way. So that's kind of cool. But for now, we want to keep flying around and then head over to this platform over here. As you can see, there's a chest on it. We can open it up and find, yeah, the next stray fairy. So, oh, come on, get back here. Okay, seriously, you're going to do this? Alright, there we go. Alright, so that's stray fairy number 2. Now, from here, we need to head on out. If you fall down, it's really no big deal, because as you can see, there's a ladder over there. So, you know, that'll let you get back up, but it's probably a good idea not to. So now we fly over to the next flower, and then finally over to this platform. Make sure when you go into this one that you approach it from the middle, because there are, of course, big Skulltulas on either side that will love to just come down and knock you off. So obviously you don't want that to happen. So now let's head on through the door. Ugh, that stench. This place stinks, just like that poison swamp. I didn't even know that fairies could smell, but well, alright. So yeah, as you can see, the water is very purple, which means it's also poisonous as well, so we don't want to be swimming around in it. First things first, we can kill this thing right here and get a Deku stick out of it if you want. Remember, you do need a Deku stick at some point for this, so just make sure to get one at some point. It's very easy to do, like I said, so no real worries. Then we have an actual Deku Baba here who will try to attack us, but Deku Link can do a pretty good job of taking him out, and once you do so, you get Stray Fairy number 3. Alright, so now we're going to hop across these things. They look very menacing, like they're about to chomp at you, but Deku Link can stand on them safely, so you don't need to worry too much. Alright, so let's just keep making our way around. You can see there's a door here we can go through, but before we do so, let's head over to this corner with all the pots on it. We store these things to get various knickknacks and accessories, and also, as you can see, a stray fairy. So that is number 4. Now let's hop back and actually go in the door this time. Okay, so let's see what we've got. There's a chest over there that we need to get, obviously, so let's go over to the Deku Flower and use it to make our way over there. You can also see there's a golden eye switch above it, which obviously we can't do anything about yet, so I would guess the equipment upgrade we're going to pick up in this dungeon would be something to do with that. But here in this chest we get the small key, use it to open a locked door. Of course, we're going to be seeing a lot of those as we go on. It's the first instance of it in this game just because it's the first dungeon, but you will be seeing a lot of them. So here we can knock this little bee's nest off, or hornet's nest, or whatever it is, and you can see a stray fairy's inside. So in order to get this one, we're going to need the Great Fairy's Mask. There we go, that's stray fairy number 5, and also the mask is no longer shimmering, so that means there's no more in here. So let's make our way back out to the Deku Flower in the middle, and then this time actually continue on. If you don't remember, we came in through that door. It can be very easy to get turned around, especially if you don't have the map and the compass, but this door is pretty obvious, so we're going to go through it. And once we do so, we're going to see these turtles again. Remember seeing these guys in the Woods of Mystery. Let's get a good look at them this time. This is a snapper. The way these things move, they never expose the weak part of their body. So, yeah, they're weak from underneath, and there's a bunch of Deku flowers around, so it's pretty obvious what we need to be doing here. The only problem is sometimes getting them to actually go over it. So, just wait for them to come back over you and then shoot up, and as you can see, it'll kill him, so that works. Looked kind of funny as he was dying there. Oh, man. Hey, come on. Come over here. There you go. Alright, so that's number 2. Let's pick up the heart. And get this one. Hey, alright. So once we kill all 3 of them, the door opens and a chest appears, of course, because that's pretty much just how things work in these Zelda games, you know? So let's open it. And we get the dungeon map. Awesome. So yeah, we already know how dungeon maps work. I would kind of skip through that, but as you can see, it just pretty much gives us an outline of all the rooms. The rooms that we visited are blue. The room we're currently in is flashing. So that's pretty much all that little explanation screen told you. As you can see, it's really not a big place. There's not a whole lot to do around here. It is relatively simple, but compared to like the first dungeon in Ocarina of Time, it is definitely a lot harder. So, and of course, being only 4, they don't want to use the first one being like super easy or anything like that. So. it is pretty cool. On the scale of being really easy to really hard. Oh, crap. Yeah, this is what happens, by the way, if you stay on the water too long as Deku Link. As you can see, you just get sent back. You don't lose a heart or anything, so it's really no big deal. But as I was saying, it's really, on the scale of being really easy to really hard, it's probably just about moderately easy. So the ones that we are going to be encountering later on are far worse. So if you think this is bad, then, well, you got a long game in store for you here. Okay, so let's hop back across this way, and now that we have a small key, we can get back to this locked door that we saw before. So let's avoid that guy and get in. Alright, so in here we've got a block that we're going to need to switch back to Hylia and Link in order to be able to push out of the way. This looks pretty light. Well, don't just stand there. Press A to grab it and use the control stick to move it. And Link's like, what the heck are you talking about? Anyway, yeah, we got to move that thing out of the way in order to get around. And before you go too far out, turn back into Deku Link and look back this way, because there is another nest right above you. So make sure to shoot that thing down, and a stray fairy will come out of it, which is number 6. So let's make our way along this narrow bridge here, and once we get to the end, a Skulltula will come down. Oh wow, I got too close to it there, awesome. Alright, so then once you kill that, another stray fairy pops out. Yeah, they're really hidden in a lot of different types of locations, so if you don't already know where most of them are, it can be kind of tricky to find them. So let's make sure you kill everything you can and explore everything you can, really. That's about all you can do. Alright, so we got to push the block out of the way in order to move on towards that path, but before we do so, this is where you're going to need the Deku Stick, so if you haven't picked one up by this point, you'll have to go back and do so. We've got 3, which should be plenty. Wow, the camera just changed all of a sudden there. So we got this torch here. The flame looks rather wimpy, I think, compared to Ocarina of Time. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but you can also see there are these moths sort of flying around it. These guys are going to come with us whenever we light the flame and get a move on. Basically, just keep moving. If they hit you, they'll take off like a quarter of a heart. It's really no big deal, but if you don't want to deal with them, then just keep moving. You can light the torch on the other side, which will unseal the door, and then put the Deku Stick away before it burns up, and the moths will just hang around there. So we can head through this door, and in here we've got some dragonflies, so once again, the easiest way to do this is to just hide in the flower and shoot up on them. Now we gotta grab this one's attention. Right, get over here, buddy. Alright, so we kill both of those and drop down during the scene. That was kind of neat. And of course, the door once again unseals itself, and we get yet another treasure chest. This one contains the compass, so now we've got the map and the compass, so it's going to be a lot easier to find our way around. It's always much more comfortable when you got that little display down there at the bottom right, so that's definitely good. It's also about to turn dawn of the second day there, you can see by the clock, so thankfully it really won't interrupt us while we're inside of a dungeon. It'll just kind of give a nice friendly little pop-up, so... Alright, so now from here we need to take out a Deku Stick, light it, and then quickly make our way up this way. We're going to head up the stairs, and once we do so, there will be a torch on this side. So, yeah, see, there's the moths kind of coming for you there. Like I said, it's a quarter of a heart. It really doesn't matter too much. Now we've got this little door with webbing over there, so we're going to have to take a stick and make our way over there. The moths really seem to hit you quite a lot because you have to, be somewhat slow in your platforming, but... Alright, so, whoa, holy crap. I forgot there are 2 Deku Babas over here in the corner, so that's kind of weird, but there you go. Alright, then once we get through here, we can head on up the stairs, which is really neat. I don't think you ever actually saw this in Ocarina of Time, that little stair walking animation. That's kind of cool. Be careful, I sense a lot of evil here. Oh, well, of course. So yeah, as you can see, the hallway in front of us is like pitch black, and there are these creatures that are going to come. These guys are black bows. Just calm down and attack it. There are just a lot of them. Yeah, pretty much. So we're going to have a lot of these on our way through, so just make sure to, well, take care of it. There you go. Just stop and kill them on your way. We're going to need to kill all of them in this room in order to get something at the end, so just kill them as you see them. Then once you get up here, it's a good idea to sort of drop down and just do a spin attack. That'll kill a bunch of them right here. And if you want, it's also probably good to switch over to Deku Link and just kind of start spinning around, because there are a lot of them just sort of hidden throughout this room, and you can't really see them that well. So as long as you're spinning as Deku Link, you'll usually be able to take them out without getting hit yourself. So, I don't like this. Whoa, holy crap. Alright, there's still more. You'll know once you've killed them all because something will happen. Oh yeah, and by the way, it's dawn on the second day. It really does get right in your field of vision, but at least it doesn't, you know, shrink the screen and have the big to-do about it like it always does. So there we go. Once you've killed them all, the chest appears, so we can switch back to Hylian Link now. And open it from this side. You open that chest, and we get another stray fairy, which is number 8. Alright, so you've seen this torch in the middle. It's not really doing a whole lot to help us out in terms of light. But what we want to do is light it once again. And then, yeah, okay, I'm going to start over. I got caught up by the pillar. It's really hard to see where you're going in this place, so it might take a couple tries. But we want to go around. You can see there are torches around the outside of the room, so just make your way around the outer wall. Light 3 of them. There we go. Once we do so, the door will open on the other side. So we gotta make our way across and finally get back out into a light area. I'm telling you, man, I really don't like that room. It's probably my least favorite in this dungeon. But alright, so now from here we've got some more Deku Scrub playground type platforming to be doing, which is a little bit annoying now, especially because there are dragonflies going all over the place, so just make sure you don't get hit. If you fall down those holes, you'll be sent all the way back to the very first room in the dungeon, so obviously you don't want to do that. Now let's see if this guy will come for us. Yeah, probably not. Once you get in the flower, I don't think they come for you, so let's see if we can just... Alright, wait for it to come back. Try to get out of it here. I really want to take those guys out before we go forward. This can be one of the more annoying rooms. There we go. If they don't move too much, you can hit them with the bubble. The problem with trying to shoot out of a flower to hit them in this part is that the flower is always moving, so it could be very likely that you just shoot like in front of them and can't hit them that way. So these guys can be really annoying to deal with. But let's see if we can get across this time. This platform can be really hard to get to, so just make sure you've got plenty of flight left on your flower there. Alright, so I think we could probably reach it from here. Maybe. Oh man, that was really close. Alright, so we make it to the other side and then head on down the stairs here. And into this area. We've been here before. This is that room with the big flower in the middle and all those little chomper flowers around it. But this time we are on the upper level, so we can head over here, and as we go to this side, there's a fairy in a bubble. So you want to grab that, which is number 9. And there's actually quite a lot of things to do around here. You can see there's also a platform with a switch and an unlit torch there, which Tattle apparently wants to talk about, so let's do it. Hey, I'm trying to tell you something. This torch is still warm, too. Okay. That's great. Yeah, we'll be doing something with that later, but for now, there's really nothing we can do about it. We want to head over here, and there is this switch, which is going to provide a very convenient way to get back up. As you can see, it makes a ladder appear there, so now we don't have to go through all that big, long process to get back up here. Actually, let's see, what's Tattle want to say? Look, from up here we have a better view of that shrine below. Yeah, we do. And then Tattle will tell us about that, too. What do you think that is? The ashes in the center of it still look fresh. Yep, so there's definitely some puzzles we're going to be doing with fire in here, but again, for now, there's nothing we can do about it, so let's just head on through this door here. And we're just on the upper section of another room we've been in. Not really too much to do up here, so let's just go across the corner there to make it a little quicker, and through this door. Now, once we get in here, we're going to encounter a pretty fun little room. Yeah, we're going to get to fight an actual, somewhat decent enemy, so let's have Tattle tell us what's up here. What, you don't know about the Dino? Yeah, we've seen these guys from Ocarina of Time. Use targeting methods while defending and watch out for its fiery breath. So yeah, these guys really aren't that hard. They do pretty much the same thing they did in Ocarina of Time. They're really quite easy to deal with, except for when they go through your shield, which kind of sucks. Just make sure you back away after you hit them because they have that fire breath. So, you know, just do a backflip out of the way. They don't always do it, though, apparently, so... Whoa, that was kind of cool. Alright, so you hit him like 4 times with regular attacks and he goes down. Pretty easy to deal with, but it's still fun to actually have a real, like, sword fight, you know? We haven't had one of those yet, so that's definitely pretty cool. But then once we kill him, this chest will appear in the middle of the water here, so let's open it up and see what we got. We got the hero's bow. Press C to draw it, press and hold C to aim, release C to shoot. No, well, that's pretty simple. It's a lot better than the explanation in Ocarina of Time, I think. But yeah, so we've picked up our first dungeon item also, and as you can see, we've actually filled out quite a bit of our equipment so far, but let's go ahead and equip it on something. I don't like putting it on Z there. That's C down, but it's used Z on the GameCube controllers. That's really annoying, but yep, works pretty much the same. You pull out an arrow and shoot. You know, it's about how these things work, but anyway, we're right at about 15 minutes here, so I think I am going to sort of take a break for right now. Next time we will continue on through Woodfall Temple and maybe finish it. Who knows? So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.